Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. German Marquez will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Now to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He will lead this one off today.
Francisco.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Outside and low, 3-0.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
3-1 the count now. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
In is Christian Yelich. Previous history with German Marquez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And another throw over. Lindor gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Let's go, Tigers! Come on, Tigers!
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Off
3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set. Here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And a base hit as that'll chase the run home from third, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Acuña's there for it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. And a curveball in for a strike.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A runner on first with 2 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Here's the 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
2 out with the man at first. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1, and the White Sox are out in front 2-0. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Three and 0 now. Juan Soto waits on deck. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And now the White Sox will have his terrific wheels at first to contend with right out of the chute.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Into the box now, Juan Soto. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit softly to third. There's Merrifield. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you have to love the thump that Joey Gallo's providing at the plate right now. He hit 40 home runs on the nose last year. You look at that on the back of a baseball card, and you're like, wow, that's a nice season. He's that kind of a player, and you know what? He might be able to do that again this year.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Mixed results for him in the series, 3 for 14. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now. Blew that fastball right by him.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Tigers are shut down there. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping into the box, Kris Bryant. And you can see great numbers over the past few games.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And the pitch on 2-1. 2-2 now. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Way out of here. Into the upper row of bushes. Wow.
Really?
Kris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Sox will move out in front now 3-0. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on ShowTrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Batting it.
With Merrifield next to hit.
Merrifield.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Merrifield, a native of South Carolina. He was a 9th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
The 2-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
Coming to the plate now, Buster Posey. Here comes the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Francisco Lindor. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And a ball, 1-0.
1 ball.
2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Into the box, Christian Yelich, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298, 4 home runs and 14 driven in. The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Acuna. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. White Sox able to add on thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Pale Hose. Here's Joey Gallo now.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Digging in, Franmil Reyes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. On, he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Merrifield ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting 5th.
Striding in, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Playing 2-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Tatis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He's running. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Up next for Chicago, Mike Trout. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
27. Mike.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, Trout on his way to second now. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos
Now
this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, and the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Up next for the White Sox.
Standing in now, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. 0-1 pitch on its way. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Digging in to try it again. Nelson Cruz 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 0-1 on its way. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed, he's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A dive, but it's off his glove. The throw pulls him off the bag. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Julio Urias is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 7, Julio Urias.
Chris Bryant will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. On a rope to the second baseman.
Now batting, the second baseman, Whit.
Settling in now, Whit Merrifield. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. see how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
The catcher.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Buster Posey now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No.
Fastball well outside. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Olson on third. Cruz on second. Merrifield is over at first with one away. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Now a long throw home. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's had 14 at-bats in the series, picking up 4 base hits. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here, and almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. The 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the White Sox 6 and the Tigers nothing.
Welcome back as Detroit prepares for their 3rd turn through the batting order. Fans of the Tigers have been treated to a lot of production from this lineup so far this year. At the start of the day, they find themselves among the best teams in the league in on-base percentage and runs scored. Talking with one of the coaches during batting practice, he told me, it's great to get guys on base, but it only really matters if you're finding ways to bring them home. We do that really well, and it's a credit to the focus of our hitters in big situations. Sounds like a clutch factor to me, and they seem to have it, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Chris Davis. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last
Batting
start,
eighth,
he racked up double-digit
baseman,
Ks, and it looks
number
like he could
99.
finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Franco. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty. One man out. Popped him up. Arenado has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly
Batting
what
ninth,
they wanted out of that
the
pitch
catcher,
up in the zone.
number
They took him
64.
up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
That'll bring in Willians Astudillo.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He'll start this one at 274. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And the pitch. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 0-2 once more. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Christian Yelich. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he popped him up, and no one will track it down. One and 2 for Christian Yelich. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch on its way.
Swing better.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder. No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Arenado.
Ready to take his hacks again, Nolan Arenado, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
A 1 pitch on its way. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's 7-0.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Don't let him score.
Into the box, Matt Olson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Come on, Detroit. You can do it.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Playing 12. 1-2.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Runner at second here with one man out. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Nelson Cruz, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Arenado at second with 2 down. swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A two-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. Fourth home run here in the early going as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Chris Bryant.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on ShowTrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
The batter, number 50.
Standing in now, Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield.
As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Let's go, Detroit.
The windup and the 0-1.
Good.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
20-12.
I'm
One
sure
ball,
he's
2
frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the White Sox 10 and the Tigers nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ronald Acuna. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Here's the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder. Juan Soto is on deck. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout
Now
will be
batting.
scored,
No left
looking
fielder.
or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far this season, Soto is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
1-1 the count. Soto makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. 2-1 the count. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Arenado will look this one in, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Ready now for the White Sox. Buster Posey 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Posey.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
A ball and a strike. This is line to left. Soto arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Fly ball out toward left center field. Acuna on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Don't want to forget about him. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Ball one, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. White Sox leave one, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joey Gallo. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. First offering on its way.
Here we go.
This one's down to third. And that's the second out. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 away in the inning. And Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a strike.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. At the plate, Nolan Arenado. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt for a ball. Hits this one hard the other way. Franco over to his left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Here we go. 6.
1 out, nobody on. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Into the box, Nelson Cruz. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they're still in front 10-0. Now in the box, Chris Davis. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Digging in the switch hitter, Franco. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken high and deep to right. Yelich going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. At the plate, Willians Astudillo. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Davis, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ronaldo Lopez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Ronaldo Lopez.
Chris Bryant will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. Head-to-head with Ronaldo Lopez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Let's go, Tiger.
0-1 count, and the pitch. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now that
Striding into the box, Whit Merrifield. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now that.
So 2 away. Here is the Sox bat in the 7th. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, 0-2, the count to Posey.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 0-2 once more. Fly ball right down the line in left. Soto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And then he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping up now, Juan Soto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses ball 1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Now the 1-0. Ball 2 now. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Yelich going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
No runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Tigers to this point.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Come on, Tigers.
The 2-2. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Ready once again, Francisco Lindor head-to-head with Ronaldo Lopez. He's just 1 for 6. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And this is taken in for out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Yelich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Inside. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Mike Trout will be next. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
There's ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Trout. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. 6th home run on the season for him as the blowout continues. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. And hey, you don't see this very often, D-Roll. A lot of runs scored and a lot of home runs. This is a big ballpark here, Comerica Ballpark in Detroit.
Yeah, Dan, it's interesting. You walk in, and at first glance, Comerica Park doesn't look like it plays that small. But then you do the advanced stats on it. A lot of guys going deep in this yard.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-0 count, the pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the White Sox 12 and the Tigers nothing. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Here we go.
Fastball just inside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
2 balls and a strike to count. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich is under it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Next up for Detroit, Franmil Reyes. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Luis Castillo will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 58, Luis Castillo.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Reyes, base runner at first with 1 out. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Yelich. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip.
David.
He's set and the pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Come on, David.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. No runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Tigers to this point.
Come on, Tigers!
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. One left for Detroit. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz head-to-head with Ronaldo Lopez. He's a .333 hitter.
Nelson Cruz.
And the pitch. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gallo moves over. 2 gone. So striding in, Whit Merrifield. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
Come on, I'm watching game.
Now the 2-0 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line. Gallo is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Digging in once again, Franco. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Trout at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball, ends up splitting the 2 outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Into the box, Williams Astudillo, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Bryant on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Number 13.
So digging in now, Ronald Acuna. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Franco stands at third with one gone in the inning. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-1 in the air out to right. Yelich is under it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third, as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Digging in now, Juan Soto. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size. 0 for 1. The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's off the wall in front of the bullpen. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after him.
Go Tigers!
Last breath for the Tigers. And it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-1 at the end of this one. Chicago played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Jack Flaherty takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. German Marquez only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.